Oh shit, man. Jeez Louise.
He can handle the likes of me.
He can die. Oh shit, it's live. You didn't even say anything, man.
Sorry.
How you doing, man? I mean, followers, not just men, women, everybody who's out here watching. It's me, your favorite Ulric.
That's right. And Ulric is the favorite. That's a fact. I'm going to wipe the lens. I should have done this earlier. But I passed the phone to Ulric. What could have just happened?
Could have been saying crazy things, man.
I would have stopped you, Ulric. Okay. Let me move that bag.
What is that beep? See, you hear that incessant beeping that's happening right now? It's absolutely grating my ears. Is that this phone? Is that you? Damn it, this beep is gonna drive me absolutely up the freaking wall.
That beeping?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just articulating my inner feelings to the audience. I'm not saying that to rush you. Is there a fucking Jason mask behind me?
That's a Michael Myers mask. That's where Daniel B was supposed to be sitting there today. So we give Daniel B a spot.
I'm shocked that didn't spook me. It's pretty spooky, man. First of all,
I got my Dolly Parton shirt on.
Is that what you're gonna be for Halloween?
Dolly Parton?
Yeah.
Or the Michael Myers?
Yes. Are you gonna be?
I'm not gonna be anything for Halloween.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah. I now I have to get dressed for Halloween for work. I actually do, but I'm not celebrating Halloween.
You have to.
Yeah.
But you don't celebrate Halloween because you're not into that whole Hallows.
Yeah, because I used to just do it for like obviously the parties and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
But it absolutely lost. Now those weird Halloween parties I'm not even into.
You're
I like dressing as a
anymore.
different person. That's
right. Ulric brought the snacks today. It's a sugar-free.
I didn't even know what I was thinking.
Licorice. Hated it.
A lot of mediocre stuff today.
No, we first stopped and had gotten some hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Now, don't shit on the hot dog place.
Don't say the name of the hot dog place?
It's messed up. It's a little slanderous.
F that hot dog spot. I hate that hot dog spot now.
Whoever it may be. But it was just one particular thing that they messed up. And it was probably the most distinctive thing in a hot dog spot, which would be the bread. They messed up the bread.
They bought the cheapest bread you can buy.
Very cheap bread. It wasn't even that it was stale. It just was, just I don't know, just lifeless.
Great word.
But what can you do? It's nice. At least we get hot dogs.
Boom. Christopher Perkins.
Hmm?
You are appreciated.
What's up, Christopher? How you feeling, Keelan?
We were first going to discuss.
Oh no, put that banana.
We were first going to discuss last week's shows that we didn't even get to do because there was an issue with the phone charging. Right? There was a phone charging issue.
We did the show.
Yeah, but we missed out like on 5 different topics. Come on. And then I sent you a bunch of topics this week.
That's true.
But we have a new topic we're going to discuss.
Okay.
And it doesn't even require us necessarily
watching and reacting. Because remember, you said you articulated last week that we are not a reaction channel.
Yeah, we're just temporarily doing that while we are finding studios. And in between getting the studio, we're doing reactionary stuff just to keep stuff happening. But today, we're gonna talk about Samantha Lee. And Samantha Lee, I just played about 3 or 4 shorts for Ulric.
Yeah.
By the second one, you already tuned out, I noticed. We were like talking about other things. It wasn't even like, it was like a nothing burger.
Yeah, she wasn't giving me a lot, you know?
Right. So Samantha Lee, Ulric doesn't even know who Samantha Lee is.
Never heard of her.
Let me tell Ulric that Samantha Lee has started her YouTube channel in December of 2022. This is December of 2023 coming up. We're in October. So in 2 months, it will be a year. How many subscribers do you think she has in this 11-month period?
I mean, she's from what I saw, she's a pretty girl. You know, she can, in the very least, you know, attract people that would be interested in her in that sense. And also, she talks about a lot of faith stuff. She could be, you know, attract people that's somewhat close to that. So I wouldn't be surprised if she has a pretty big following. I'll say maybe in the tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands.
Yeah.
Right. So that's like 40,000, 50,000, 60,000.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I mean, I get that. That is a pretty big range, I guess. So maybe I'd say from 50,000 to 20,000.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Well, she has 337,000 subscribers.
I underestimated her because she was much newer.
Right.
Wow.
So she has it popping on YouTube in her world, which is, from what I see, the religious. Let me try to turn this light on, see if it'll turn on. She has a religious spin to her message. She uses God a lot. Did you notice that?
Yeah, she definitely does. I mean, but a lot of times it's kind of out of left field. But you know, I can't be mad at her for something that's in her faith. It's something she wishes to put forth. I'm not mad at her for that.
Right.
But you know, I still don't fully understand what specifically her YouTube page is about, or what is she? Is she a commentator? Is she a?
Yeah, she's trying to do social engineering. She's trying to give. Our show is about speaking to women on how to keep a man, how to not, how to appreciate a man, and all this kind of stuff. And she has a God little thing in the background of it. Like, you better let God take the wheel, girl. You know, she's on that kind of stuff. And did you look at her as what did you look at her as? When you see her, what kind of a woman do you think she is?
You mean her, like her attractiveness, her demeanor?
Just all around.
I mean, first of all, I have a tough time seeing her, like, what she actually looks like, because she's, you know, always kind of in this bright, crazy lights. She looks like she has like a pretty silhouette. I'm not sure if I ever see her face really. But you know, so she's definitely, she's somewhere, and what she really looks like is at least somewhat as attractive as what I guess she throws out there. And you know, the closer she is to it, you know, I guess good for her.
Well, that was one of the first things you said when you saw her was, "Wow, she's attractive."
Yeah, she definitely.
You was like, "Whoa, she's kind of looks good." That was your within the first couple of seconds.
That's true. I definitely thought she was attractive when I first seen her. But then, you know, she just kept talking. She just kept talking and talking and talking and talking. And then I just really started to get a look at her.
Oh.
You know?
So you say the more she talked, the less attractive she became?
No, I just looked at her more. I just looked at her.
You stopped seeing her attractiveness?
Like, all I saw was her attractiveness and heard none of her words. And then eventually her words got louder, and whatever the image I started seeing, and her words just I don't know. The words took away from, or not the words took away from, the words kind of dampened the glow of what she put out to me.
Okay.
So I don't know. So it acted weird. It acted like it was a sound dimmer. I don't know how that happened,
A
but
sound dimmer.
somehow the sound dimmed her beauty. I don't know, but it wasn't.
The sound of her voice dimmed her
It wasn't
initial
that.
beauty.
It wasn't that her inside. Like I was looking at her personality because I wasn't even thinking about her personality, but just hearing her speak and how she talked. Because it's not even a person. I don't even know what her personality is actually.
Right.
But the more she like spoke, I started to see her face really. I was like, her head's a little bigger than I thought.
Her head is a little bigger than I thought.
Yeah, and even with all this crazy this crazy light, the crazy lights I'm seeing, that kind of it almost puts her in a glow. Even through that, I can see like her head and her eyes and her rough neck. I don't want to insult older people, but she has older neck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's suffering from older neck.
Yeah, she has older.
Is it a syndrome?
It's not a syndrome. It's just that like when I first saw her, like you just see more of her. It's not that there's nothing wrong with older neck. I love older neck. I don't love, but older neck is fine.
You can live with older neck.
I don't. I mean, I'd assume at some point if I plan to be in a long-term relationship, I have no choice.
You say a long-term relationship, she will get the older neck.
Yeah, you can't help it. That's fine. It's older neck. It happens. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna get older neck, probably, definitely. Right.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So she
has a neck tattoo. She has a neck
Is
tattoo.
it a neck tattoo or is it like chest tattoo? I thought I saw.
Is it just radiate? It just comes out. I just see it in her neck. I don't know.
And
It's
just
somewhere.
that one tattoo bothers you?
I mean, I'm not a fan. It's not that I hate her for it.
The one tattoo does bother you, though.
I mean, if I had a tattoo like around that area, she'd be like, she'd probably notice it. I get. Yeah.
In other words, don't get a tattoo in a place where people are going to be able to see it and maybe judge.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I just don't like. I gotta. Bringing her to your mother. What kind of. What is this?
So you're saying you wouldn't bring a neck tattoo woman to your mom?
No, I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I definitely I'd be cognizant of it throughout our I would be thinking that, and that would probably lead me to a place where I don't take her that seriously. Like it would just happen naturally.
That you couldn't take the neck tattoo girls too serious.
No, I'm just saying it'll happen naturally, because I know I would try to fool myself in the beginning sometimes, because I've been in dealing sometimes that I don't even know that it should continue or to have no future. Remember that 38-year-old?
Right.
38-year-old Armenian lady?
What about her? Yeah.
Dealings, and I was I was almost focused. There was no future there, but I would just let it play out, then anticipate it and be preemptive.
Right.
Does that mean? Yeah.
Sorry. Can you just lean forward?
Yeah, sure. You want me to shine bright like a diamond?
Shine bright like a diamond.
Appreciate it.
Shine bright like a diamond.
All
right, there we go.
Okay. All right, nice.
Boom, bow. Because I'm trying to take away that shadow that we both have.
That's okay.
On the sides.
I don't mind. But
we don't have lighting like this young lady here.
That is true. That's true. We were trying to get on her level. Was that the purpose?
No. I bought these lights. I bought these lights quite some time ago.
Gotcha.
It's my first time getting a chance to use them, and I see this one doesn't want to work.
Gotcha.
I got 2 out of 3 over here. It's all right.
So, you have any particular feelings about this lady?
I hate her.
Oh, jeez. I didn't see that coming.
I hate her. I cannot stand this woman.
Tell me about it.
Can I go full soprano on this?
Hit him.
Can I go full soprano, the TV show on HBO Sopranos?
Hey, do what you got to do. That's what anybody can do.
This B is the scum of the earth.
Oh.
She's the scum of the earth.
Oh.
This B, how do I say it? She's a dirty, rotten whore. She's the dirty, rotten whore. This B is the scum of the earth. I hate everything about this woman over here. Over here, I hate this woman, every part of her. I hate her look. Her ambiguous over here, where you can't even tell what she is. What is she? What is this girl? Who is she? I know she's been in the game for 11 months and she got 300 subscribers over there. Good for her subscribers. It just shows that there's a lot of simps in the world. How many simps do we need in this world over here?
I thought that would be the majority of her following, no matter what number her number was, that it would be like some, it had to be the majority of guys. Because women would get pissed off by her. Because she's not pretty enough to idolize, but she's not ugly enough to
She's a racially ambiguous whore. That's all I got to say. I will say more. And let me say this.
You think she's racially ambiguous? I thought
you.
she was a black. No?
She was a black?
Yeah.
A black.
A black, sure. I'm an African black, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
So, she's a dirty, rotten, stinking whore. And she's the scum of the earth. Why I say this is because this is Tyrese Gibson's ex-wife.
Oh,
Tyrese Gibson's ex-wife is a dirty, rotten, stinking whore. She's a whore, I tell you. She's a whore. Why did none of his friends say, yo, Tyrese Gibson, my friend, you're my friend? She's a dirty, rotten whore.
Oh, don't.
I would have pulled him to the side and said, yo, I would have been like, pull up. Tyrese, pull up. Come here, pull up. And I'd have been like, I would have been grabbing him. I'd have been grabbing him like this.
Oh, hey. Watch the powder blue suit
check. She's a whore. She's a dirty, rotten, clout chasing whore.
I did not.
She's a scum of the earth.
See, I just took her at face value. I didn't know.
That's why I wanted to play all those episodes while we were driving, because I wanted you to understand that what we have here is another Just Pearly Things with a little God.
So remind the audience who we're talking about. Her name is Samantha Lee. Samantha Lee
was married to Tyrese Gibson, the guy who sung on the Coca-Cola on the bus singing the Coca-Cola songs. The guy who was in
Baby Boy.
He was also in the franchise, the big one over there.
Four Brothers or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Fast and the Furious.
How much more do they want from me?
I don't even know. I didn't see.
You don't know that reference?
Is that from Fast and Furious?
No, that's from him screaming into the microphone or on camera about him being punished. Because let me just say this: the guy spent $1 million defending what should have never needed a defense. This is a woman, this dirty, rotten, stinking whore over here. This whore, she decided to pack up all her shit while this man was out of town. You want to give me that bag? We can throw it back there.
Yeah. Now keep going, you're on a roll, man.
We got this dirty, rotten, stinking, rotten, filthy scum of the earth. The earth, I tell you. The earth. And she's a dirty, rotten, stinking whore. She takes her kid, 1-year-old kid, 1 year old, snatches her child up, takes the mask that go over your face, and she covers all the cameras in the house. And the husband is looking at the phone going, why is all my cameras getting all covered up over here? What's going on with this dirty, rotten, stinking whore, this racially ambiguous freaking whore who thinks she cute, but she suffers from a syndrome called O-neck. You heard it here first. And let me just tell you.
Somebody's gonna take that.
Huh? Somebody
gonna
gonna take that. Are we giving it away, or are we gonna have to figure out a way to?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to get trademark lawyers. The audience, I doubt anybody in the audience knows how to deal with navigate trademark lawyers.
How dare you talk about our audience like
And
that?
no, I'm saying I just think they have other interests.
No, let me just tell you this. So this dirty, rotten, stinking piece of garbage studied Kevin Samuels, studied the manosphere, and decided to come up with a show and tell women how to keep their man. And this dirty, rotten, stinking whore had the nerve to snatch up a 1-year-old child. A 1-year-old child, you take a 1-year-old child away from its father. This racially ambiguous whore.
Wait, so let me get this straight. So she was like, they were together, they were still in a relationship, and they had this child.
Right.
And Tyrese has a camera system that feeds him to his phone, and then he caught, and then all of a sudden there was no cameras. All the cameras went out, and then she just bounced without saying a word.
She bounced without saying a word.
And they weren't breaking up. They were not broken up.
No, she's dirty, stinking, clout chasing whore.
And
now,
he's one.
The 1-year-old child.
Oh man.
What a horrible, horrible human being we're dealing with here. We're dealing with trash.
And you know did she divorce him yet?
They've been divorced.
So wait, at this
she's
point,
actually right now. She signed the prenup. She has been trying to get $20,000 a month. He gives her like $2,500 a month, something like that. She wants $20,000 a month for the 5. Now the kid is 5, and he had to spend $1 million because the whole thing is, hello, you signed the prenup. This is how much you're gonna get.
And now she's gonna use the kid as leverage.
Of course.
But wait, who filed for divorce though?
She filed for divorce. She left him. She abandoned her husband. She wanted to become a single mother, and now she put out a YouTube channel trying to tell women what to do to keep a man.
I knew she had a kid.
That's what you're at. Yeah, Ulric was like, does she have a kid? And I was like, I'll tell you in a minute. Could you believe this woman? Could you believe this dirty, rotten, stinking whore?
That's why her advice is so unclear. She'll make no sense. This is why she has so many followers, but she's not saying anything. So,
it helps. It helps. You see, what she's doing is excuse me, she's tugging at the heartstrings of these slick talking, religious God, these women that are believing in God and that God is going to set them free and show them a way and all this kind of stuff.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of these women are just doing that because they know nothing else is happening for them. This is like, we're talking about women in their 30s, in their 40s, and even in their late 20s that turn to God, and a woman turn to God because they tired of being in the club. They tired of being fast, and they tired of being this modern woman who's, just.
I mean, yeah, but that's an avenue to turn your life around and start doing the same old bull crap,
Exactly. Well, that's what she's looking for.
But
she's looking for those women that are trying to turn their life around and trying to, she's trying to get. In other words, you know who she's speaking to? The woman who was never gonna do what she says do. Like what she
just wants to talk like her. They just like her. They just want to talk with that same confidence.
Right.
To be able to say that same nonsense, and then people look up to them.
Exactly.
And they just know that they worship. This is called a false prophet because they just worship her, just say nonsense, just speaking babble.
That's what she's doing.
Pretty. Yeah.
She's speaking so much babble, and the babble is resonating with at least a certain group of people. She has 337,000 subscribers, and let me tell you, she went viral the other day because she was putting out a video saying that the reason why she left her husband was because so many people was in her ear, and that she overthinks things, and when she overthinks things, she can go crazy, so much craziness that she can be easily influenced because she's so busy in the moment of the crazy, and that so many people in her ear. Tyrese Gibson goes live and says, "You're a liar. You're only doing this to build up your YouTube channel." He's
Of
like, there
course.
was no one in your ear. Anyone in your ear, they would tell you that, what are you doing? This is ridiculous. Why are you acting this way? Why are you leaving your husband? You guys have a brand new baby. But what it is that we have a chick who's suffering from old neck syndrome, right? And well, you heard it here first, y'all. And this old neck syndrome, she's looking, it's like she realized that it was all about her husband. And she hated that.
Oh, I can see that.
She hated the fact that it was about her husband. It's getting hot, right? Yeah, we got to crack. I'll crack that back window. See, I normally carry a fan, a small little quiet fan.
It's not too bad. Now we hear the sounds of the.
That's the sound of the streets.
Yeah.
And the cars driving around. So now, oops,
Nice
reflex,
cash.
reflex.
Fresh with that beet juice.
5 weeks. Got that beet. Got that beet juice.
See now sooner or later this brand is going to collaborate with you to promote their beet juice.
I'm open to all that. So now, Ulric, is it just me or you getting a little too relaxed on me right now?
No, what do you?
You're gonna get a little too. Yeah. You take a little light nap over here.
No, please. I mean, what are you talking about? I'm engaged. I'm talking. I just went on a diatribe about this crazy lady.
Yeah. So this woman, this dirty, rotten, stinking whore.
There we go.
Somebody should have pulled Tyrese to the side and said, "Yo, she's a dirty, rotten whore." Don't mess with
she
it.
wasn't presenting herself in this way. She waited to the right time. She probably waited till he got comfortable till she started conducting herself in this crazy way.
I really want to see her YouTube channel fail. I want to see the lights go on, like burn up. I want to see the whole background just light up on fire.
I don't hate this lady. She just lost because she didn't even know what she gonna do. She doesn't know. Like I think she's overestimating what her value is gonna be now. No resting what's out there for her. Now she always got to deal with this kid. Oh, but then no. If he gives her enough money, then again she can pay for some, housekeeping and fucking just be taking trips and stuff like that. Actually, yeah,
Well, she has a successful YouTube channel she's monetized. And
I mean,
paying
how much money could she get with 300,000 subscribers?
300,000 subscribers should land her like 15 grand a month.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess I really don't understand the.
Nah, man.
Sorry, man.
Damn, we gotta say no 5 different ways? Yo, we said no like 3 different ways, man. Come on. All right, then keep it pushing. Nigga sucking his teeth because we ain't got $1 for him. Now let me explain what I was gonna do with the $1 that you don't want to give me. You see, if you just hear my story, nigga, you should have worked this hard at school. That's what I tell these guys. When I hear that, I say, yo, if you were this persistent in school, you would be a hell of a different
He
person.
was young-minded because he sucked his teeth like the kids would.
He sucked his teeth like one of your students. That's the sound of the man working in the chain gang. So now, we got this dirty, rotten, stinking whore who's the filth of the earth. Not the earth, the earth. The earth, I tell you, the earth. And Tyrese is like, yo, this chick is doing this for her YouTube channel, for her clicks. It's so obvious that this is a woman who studied Kevin Samuels, who studied Roland Tomasi, who's studying all these top people and is just regurgitating all this crap out there, and then throw a little bit of Jesus in there and start just talking nonstop with and you see her body language, how she's so animated.
She's really aggressive with the way she speaks.
She's so aggressive.
She doesn't seem like she's grown and she's thought through and meditated the advice she's given, because she's giving it angrily and she's giving it like it's almost like she's defensive about it.
Yeah, like Wallow from $1 Million Worth of Game. You ever watch $1 Million Worth of Game?
Never seen it.
You're not missing a thing. You got some guy over here barking at you, telling how stupid you are. Yeah, you think you this? Yeah, Wallow, please. I can't watch no Wallow talk. No. You ain't barking on me, telling me how stupid I am. You don't talking to me like that. I have respect for my audience. That's the reality. I'm not talking bad and yelling at them. So she was definitely yelling at her audience, and also it
I
just
think she thinks that's tough love, the way she
Yes.
Samuel is, but
Yes.
she's not giving them any actual like advice that pertains to them individually.
yeah.
Like, keep going.
Well, everything she said, it just was like, I think that she is. I think her reign on the top will be short like leprechauns, so-called willies, thug rappers, and rapadons. YouTubers gonna get in her eyes quick, fast like Ramadan.
Who is this?
The black phenomenon done data. That's Biggie Smalls. Had a Biggie Smalls moment.
Biggie Cream. See, now I'm all paranoid with all these new freaking heads.
Yeah, I know. So don't worry about these people. These people, they got better things to do, man. They mess with us.
Scratch them.
You see how one person can come in and just like kind of mess up a mood? Like, yo, like we got lights all on. It's obvious we're doing something. Yo, let me get $1. Yo, let me tell you what I'm gonna do with the $1 though. You know what I'm saying?
He's a baby. He doesn't get. He literally doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
Like, he's the kind of guy that would just like act up crazy at a dinner and why is everybody always pick on me? And he's like just messing stuff.
In his 40s,
he's
right?
spilling everything.
In his 40s.
He doesn't understand.
Why is everybody picking on me?
Yeah.
I can't do nothing right.
Exactly.
I can't do nothing right. Y'all always act like I'm just.
The only thing you can't do right is taking accountability. You can't do that in any way, shape, or form.
I gotta be careful with the noise of the bottle.
Sorry. Or any type of ownership.
Alright, so she's a dirty, rotten, stinking whore. I want to see her fail.
I can care. I don't care less.
I want to see her fail. I just can't stand these people that don't know how to walk. They only know how to talk. They don't know what it takes in this reality that we're in, how much hard work it takes to accomplish things. These people.
Hey, look at her. She's already ahead of the curve. I mean, look at her 15 grand a month, and split that with the 2,500 from Tyrese.
Right.
Not bad.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, she can even invest.
Hopefully.
If she's frugal and doesn't get an apartment she can't afford.
So you see her. Like so just you know what you just said right now by doing what you just said. You see her alone. I mean, you don't see her in a marriage. You don't see her with a husband.
Yeah, I bet she lives beyond her means.
Of course.
I bet.
Of course.
You
already know.
And that's what she gonna be going to court.
She's wearing Valentino shoes for $1,200 and some jeggings for $6.99 from Rainbows. We know the type. Anyway, you want to move? Let's move on from this dirty, rotten, stinking whore.
I'm indifferent to her dopey self. She is dopey though.
Put it on whatever let's go to whatever the stuff I sent you.
The hit section.
How we doing out there, y'all?
You figure up.
Matter of fact, can you just go to the YouTube channel real quick and let me read off of your phone?
Okay. So that can happen.
I don't think he's subscribed. No big deal.
No, what are you talking about? Saying you ridiculous. Subscribe, you maniac. See, it's never fun. Oh, live.
I don't think he's
It's just another, yeah. Hip hop. Subscribe, you maniac. I'm watching myself watch myself. This is pretty out there, man. I'm sorry. There was something special.
No, I wanted you to read the.
Yeah. This is actually a lot easier.
This is so far to reach. I'm over a foot away still to get to it. So.
LJ always showing love. There's some giggling goopers outside, which is always nice to hear. What's up, LJ? How you feeling? And thanks, Christopher Perkins. He said, keep doing the real premium black news.
Boom.
Media news work. Yeah, this is pretty trippy. Peter Griffin. Who's this Peter Griffin? She has 388,000 subs and is live right now with 160 live views. She got bought fake sub count.
Wait. How many people in her live?
160.
How you got 300,000 people, only 160 people in your live?
I actually didn't even put two and two together. I didn't put two and two together because I didn't understand that. I didn't understand the YouTube translation. I thought maybe they just subscribe once and maybe they watch your things at different times whenever they're available.
Yeah, but she should be getting at least 10%, 2%.
Yo, Kid Cool, we're the oxtails, son.
Yo, those oxtails were horrible.
What oxtails?
The oxtails that we had for Madison's birthday on the 16th.
Oh.
The worst oxtails.
Wasn't good?
Oh my God. I would rather eat
Was it
Dominican.
from a Jamaican spot?
I would rather, yeah, it was from a Jamaican spot. And they used the Domino sugar. They had the white Domino sugar underneath the counter, and they were probably just throwing it on top of the oxtail every like hour, and then just mix it up just to keep it looking all shiny and pretty. That's what they do, man.
But what did it taste like? Was it just like old?
It tastes like straight sugar.
Oh, ew.
It was like sugary meat.
It was
like,
ew.
Yeah. It was like eating pork and beans.
That's so disgusting.
You know how you take the hot dogs, you chop them up, put them in the pork and beans? You don't know about that. But you probably know about Vienna sausage though.
Oh man, Vienna sauce. Yo, but you know what I'd do? I'd eat all the ends and the thing. I wouldn't eat the middle. I'd eat like the ends.
Just a little edge. All the edges
of
the Vienna sausage. Yeah, I've been there. I've done that. I finished off the rest of the Vienna, but I have
not all the time because the middle is just so soft and weird.
It is a mushiness in the middle, right?
But you have no idea how much that used to be part of my childhood. You'd be shocked at the amount of Vienna sausage I've consumed.
No, I wouldn't. You came out of Washington Heights.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. But now I know. Now I can't eat
Washington Heights. You go to the Vienna sausage section. It's like 3 feet by 4 feet.
Oh wait, Papa V, no means no, LOL. I don't know what that means.
No means no. Oh, we're talking about the money. When the guy's like, "Yo, you guys got $1?"
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I'm gonna, I got something real special I'm gonna do with it. Like, whoa, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for, I appreciate you checking on us though. I think we can handle it. Christopher Perkins, I love neck bones too.
Neck bones.
Neck bones are good.
Yeah, I had pig's feet yesterday.
Oh, pig.
Horrible. Horrible.
You just had a bad string of food, man.
Horrible. The pig's feet were just like the worst you could ever imagine. Right. It was just like I couldn't even finish the pig's feet. All right, so now you can go to the stuff I sent you. We'll do a couple of those things before we sit down.
Hit him. Hit him with the...
That's where Daniel B was supposed to be sitting, but he suffered a tragedy with one of his friends.
Oh my gosh.
One of his friends unalived himself. So, he's been dealing with that.
It's serious.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Very serious.
That was a joke.
It was very serious. I felt horrible. Then I started to try to console the guy.
How did that go?
That didn't go well. Because
No.
Do you want to play video games,
I told the guys yo, people are living these monotonous lives where they're going to work, and by the time they look up, they got to go back to work, and they don't never have any time for their personal lives. And he goes, no, that's not his problem. This guy was just on a jet traveling all around the country, and he has family and wife and kids. I'm like, whoa. So I had nothing for that. I didn't want to say anything,
Yeah, why would you?
Unsensitive, insensitive. I guess if I can say unalive, I can say unsensitive.
It's not Jadakiss breakdance? What is it?
That was just like a little funny thing. No, we don't have to play that. Let's go somewhere else. He's talking about, I sent him a video of Jadakiss doing an actual windmill, which was really cool.
Oh, them Karen's gonna light her up.
160 something people on her live, and she got 300,000 subscribers.
All right, this lady.
I don't remember. Play it. Let's see what happens.
All right, how are we talking police to our children? Yeah, my daughter yesterday showed up with a little sticker that looked like a police badge. Apparently the police just like showed up at her daycare. They ran their lights, they're like, whoop, whoop, we're here. And they were passing out badge stickers like they were candy. My daughter got to hold a walkie-talkie. She came home, she said, Mom, I'm a junior ranger, I need a police car. I was like, what the? Okay, we all know that my child's experience with the police is going to be vastly different than children that don't look like her. We all know this, okay? And I need to make sure I crush the idolization of police in her.
It'll be a minute.
This no, not happening. Because God forbid I raise a child that sees someone get murdered in the broad daylight by the police and blames that person. The police were just doing their job. No. So, moms, what resources are we using? What books? What talking points? How do we discuss this? I had no idea it started this early. She is 4. Okay, please help me. Okay, thanks. Bye.
So this is part of the woke minute of the week. This is part of that. And you know, in the middle right here, it's supposed to shake. Woke minute of the week. Come on, Ulric. Woke minute of the week. So she's part of the woke minute of the week. I don't know if she's raising a biracial child who looks black, maybe. I don't know what's really going on, but
I don't know.
she was a little all over the place for me.
Yeah, and let's assume something's getting her to where the point she is at is happening.
Something is getting her to the point where she. Well, why did you tune it out? Come on, you got to take this stuff serious.
I mean, listen. This lady was talking. The whole point of this lady's entire video is that she wants her kid. She thinks her kid's being indoctrinated to like and respect police and see them reverently, instead of seeing the criminal as the good, the angels that they are, and seeing police as the devils in every situation that they are. She doesn't even have. So
you were listening.
Of course, I was listening to this nonsense. But I didn't listen. But whatever horse crap she was doing along the way with her, whether her kid is or her kid is not. They always, whatever they place their kid as an example, it has nothing to do with that. It can be like
this is still her cloud chasing for herself.
Yeah, come on. And you know, then there's always the possibility that she's not real at all. Like
there's no kid.
No, there's
no school.
There's anything. She's just the freaking. She just used to perpetuate freaking hate and craziness, whether it's hate towards woke or hate towards. She's
law enforcement and all that kind of stuff, right?
Prompting some kind of discussion.
And let me tell you, all the drama that I've had with law enforcement, I teach my kids that we do not hate the police. Yeah. We do not hate law enforcement or anything like that. That we show respect to law enforcement, and I'm more of like, you know, look at them as individuals. I'm not bowing down or boot licking anyone.
Yeah.
But I definitely I was videoing some of the riots that went on here in New York during the pandemic. Okay. And there was a police officer that dropped his walkie-talkie and he ran off to chase after someone. So I held on to the walkie-talkie, and about 20 minutes later I see him. I said, yo, you lost your walkie-talkie. I got it right here. Boom. I even have that on videos in one of my many videos that's on the channel. So, you know, a person that has hatred in their heart for law enforcement wouldn't do that.
Yeah. You know, I never thought you did. Yeah.
I definitely don't want my kids hating anyone. No. Definitely don't want them hating law enforcement. And I don't want to see my kids, like, you know, doing whatever this woman was doing. Like looking for books and help. All right, let's go to the next one.
Being a crazy person. Let's say that.
Nah, she's a fool. she's definitely our woke quote of the
A
week.
lot of black women would say, why do you call
Okay.
him?
Oh, this is good.
And my girl Monique's.
Monique.
A lot of black women would say, why do you call him dad? Because he's raising me. He's raising me. My father probably stopped giving me what I needed when I was around 13 years old. So now you got a woman that's 13, and now I'm 35, and now I got a bunch of money. What we
35.
consider to be a bunch of money. Let me
She's
just
saying when
be
she met him.
real clear about that, okay? Now I got this money. Now I'm taking care of everybody. Who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna make me grow up? But when that man, when we were just best friends and when we got together, this is what he said to me. He said, when we were best friends and you were married to other men, you were not my responsibility. You were my sister, but not my responsibility. As my wife, you are my responsibility. And there are certain things that will not be tolerated, will not be accepted, my husband has never raised his voice to me. Now, we've been married for 17 years, but best friends since we were 14. And I ain't never seen him have a bad day.
Do you know about the Monique calling her man daddy all the time?
I could have swore we discussed this at one point.
We
Maybe
actually
earlier
discussed
episodes.
LJ called me daddy. That's how I don't know if we discussed.
Oh
Monique.
yeah. I remember
We
that
discussed how
conversation. And she yelled and she had to catch herself.
She actually yelled out.
outside. Yeah.
There was a crowd of people, and she's like, "Daddy, you forgot your keys," or "Daddy, you forgot your phone." And I'm like, I turned around with a smile on my face, and I was like, and I walked over, and I was like, "You're screaming, daddy," in public, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, daddy." So my wife calls me daddy the way Monique calls her husband daddy. And she said something very interesting. She said, he's raising me. And I used to have this mentor of mine, Odell Holland. Odell Holland is a restaurateur guy who also did the parties and club and all this kind of stuff. And he was really, really big in Harlem. Like, Odell Holland's name was ringing bells at one time in Harlem for the entertainment and for the cooking and for the partying. Like, people knew his restaurant was popping, and he put in a lot of time when most people were afraid to do what he did as far as like make Harlem hip. He was one of the pioneers that did that. This guy named Odell Holland, who was one of my mentors. And one day we were in the office of a club that I was a managing partner to of his. He owned the club and I was his managing partner. And we're sitting in the office and he's explaining to me his relationship with his wife. And I believe they still might be married. I think they are still married.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, I had to raise her. I raised her. And I was like, in my mind, he was so cocky with it that it bothered me. It really bothered me. And I'm a young man. At the time, I was with my wife for a couple of years. And I met her when she was 19. I was 31, 32 years old. And she was young and I was older, in the bar and club business, successful. And to hear him say that, explaining his situation with his wife and the way he's like, yeah, I had to raise her. It bothered me. It made me feel very uncomfortable, being that I have such a young woman too. And to hear him say that, because he was with his wife from the age, younger than mine. I met my wife 19. He probably met hers when, younger than that.
Yeah.
And he was older as well. I just found it to be very bizarre and a little like off-putting. But my wife and I have been together for 19 years, going strong. We've been to at least 6-7 weddings. All those people have broken up. We've seen so many people fail in relationships. And if I had to be honest with myself, I had to raise that woman. I had to raise her. And let me give you a quick example, something that she kind of tapped into a little bit about when he told her what she ain't gonna do around him. That's what you did with your other husbands. You ain't gonna do X, Y, and Z around me. Okay. So my wife, she was about 19 years old. Well, she wasn't my wife yet, but she's my girlfriend, 19 years old. Maybe she's 20. And she's on the phone with her grandfather, a 70-year-old man, because he passed like when he was about 77, 78.
Yeah.
Or maybe 87.
Yeah.
So whatever it was, he was already either 70 or 80 years old. So she's on the phone with her grandfather. I gotta take another drink. I have a little tickle in my throat.
Okay.
I was under the weather a little bit this last few days. I could go for like a lozenge or something.
Wait a second.
All right. And she's on the phone with her grandfather. And she's like, hold up, what you said? That's not how we doing it. So she just out of nowhere just started with the sass. She is sassing her grandfather so crazy that I was like, who are you talking to like that? She said, that's my grandfather. And I said, that's how you talk to your grandfather? Forgive me. I've been doing good all day.
Nah, you good.
Now all of a sudden, I'm feeling the residuals.
I'm feeling during this time, but I don't want to cut off your story.
I say to her, that's how you talk to your grandfather? And she was like, yeah. I say, no. How old is your grandfather? She told me, whatever it was, 70 years old, 71 or 81.
Yeah.
And I said, why are you talking to your grandfather like that? She says, he likes when I talk to him like this. And I said, I don't care if he likes you talking to him like this. Let me just tell you this. If you're going to be around me, you can't talk like that to your grandfather.
How did she react to that? How did grandfather react?
He wasn't there. He was just on the phone. She already hung up the phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, you can't talk to a grown man. I mean, she was so sassy, like, where you gonna be at? How long we gonna be waiting for you?
Oh yeah, that's
and she's like, just damn near browbeating the man.
Yeah.
On this whole idea that he enjoys being talked to like that by women. And I let her know that even if he likes to be talked to like that, you cannot be around me and talk to a man like that. And I was very, very serious. Mind you, she's 20 years old. I'm 32, 33 years old. I'm the dominant factor in this relationship. She's still living at home with her mom. Okay, I have my own apartment in Harlem, and she allowed me that ability to do that. She let me raise her because no one was there to tell her that that's not cool. You don't talk to a man like that. And that's only one instance, and there's many, many, many more. So it would be crazy for me to not say that I did not raise her. The way my mentor said he raised his wife.
You referring to
I have to be honest and say, even though it was a little off-putting to hear a man say that, I have to be honest and say I had to raise mine.
I mean, I can't deny it. I can't really contradict it in past relationships, you know? But I mean, this is marriage, it's a little different.
Ulric has been up, y'all, since 4:30 in the morning. So if he looks like he's about to fall asleep any second,
is that what I look like?
Pay no attention. He's
not what I look like.
He's relaxed.
That's my calm face.
Well, let me make sure that was a sativa. Hold on. Let me look at the label on that.
Oh my God.
Girl Scout cookies and lemon meringue.
We're doing just
hybrid.
fine.
So, what do you say? What say you about what Monique had to say? Come on.
I mean, I don't know if I'd necessarily really like my women calling me daddy, but I don't necessarily have, like, if she just started it, I don't know if I'd really stop it.
I don't know if I would like my women calling me daddy, but if she just on her own just started calling me daddy, it's nothing. I wouldn't stop.
No, I didn't even say that to be funny. I wasn't being.
That's hilarious, though.
I
Despite your goal here, it's hilarious.
Like, I wouldn't ever seek it out or want it, but I don't know if that's just her natural vernacular. She's not hurting anybody.
What do you mean her natural vernacular?
Towards me, if that's what compels her, if that's what she feels, and that's what comes out. It's like when someone calls you sweetie. I'm not going to contradict that. I don't want her to call me sweetiness. You know, I don't look for her to be. I don't look to be called sweetheart or something like that.
Did your ex-fiance ever call you daddy?
No. Maybe, like not just regularly.
Like, did she ever do it during intimacy?
Yeah, but I really wasn't that into that. I'm not a big talking in bed kind of.
Well, you know, you got to do that. You got to talk. You got to do that. That's how you keep them, because there's always a Tyrone and a Chad out there who's gonna smack them on their ass and say something.
Oh,
breezy.
Now the smacking, sure, I don't mind. I don't mind any of the physical stuff, of course.
Good.
I'm talking about just the theatrical. Like, yeah, you like that, like that. That's just extra.
It's important.
That's just.
It's important. They need that, son.
Give me that.
They need it. They need it. I'm just look. How long have I been with this woman? In the time that this woman and I've been together, we've seen 100 people break up, and that's being generous.
Okay.
You know, let me tell you, you got to say something real grimy and real dirty, and so grimy and dirty, you act like you never said it again. And just wait, and then the next time you do it, then you say it again. Then, so she's like, "Ooh, he was serious."
Man.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is that, you know, being uncomfortable is okay. So, what else? What else she say? She said that
the dad thing. He's never raised her voice to her.
See, that's the thing. I wish I could do that. I wish I could not raise my voice. She said he's never yelled at her, and that he's never had a bad day. That's so weird.
I mean, I get never having a. I don't know if because I get never having a bad day. It means like never just because you're feeling bad that day, it reflects in your behavior.
Oh, you're like a super hothead. Stop it, please. Come on.
No, but that's not. No, that's not because I'm having.
You're always ready to fight.
No, but I always get mad at my anger stays with the source. I don't bring my anger along and put it towards other people.
Right.
I don't just to get like somebody like my boss pissed me off. I don't all of a sudden be all act like a jerk towards my friends, or
Right.
But yeah, but she said she never. So I get that never having a bad day like that. I get, and the never yelling thing. I wouldn't say I'm really a yeller. If I've yelled, I don't know, or maybe I've spoken sternly. I don't know. Listen.
Stop. Ulric, please stop. You better go inside.
What are you talking?
And apologize to the table.
I didn't yell.
Yeah,
I didn't yell it. I didn't yell it.
Story time. No, we're not gonna. I told that story before.
But when I get upset, though, I talk to my tutor.
Yeah, you better come inside and apologize to that table for your behavior right now. I was like, wow. That was a great day, man. I was like, that's my friend.
I didn't remember what happened.
The respect level went super high. I was like, okay, Ulric is nobody's pushover, nobody's simp. All right, that was good.
What he did wrong?
All right, so now, I think that it's a term of endearment. I love that she calls me daddy. Sometimes I can get a little embarrassing if we're in public and she just is yelling out daddy, which has never really happened other than that one time that I can recall.
I can see it making other people uncomfortable. I wouldn't care, but I can see other people being like,
Like if we were out to dinner and she's referring to me the whole entire night as daddy.
Yeah, that
Daddy, what do you think about this?
Like, I can surmise that, and because maybe that's probably what I would do if I was hanging out with the girlfriend, because they like to chat about people around them.
Right.
That's their favorite thing to do. Something, because they're not very good conversationalists. We start having a conversation about what they do. Why do you think he keeps calling her daddy? You think she's an escort? You think they pay for that? You think there's something going on there? And you should start coming to different scenarios.
So what? Daddy comes across pimpish?
No. I can imagine a couple doing that to make conversation. If I was by myself, I wouldn't think anything of it.
Right.
I wouldn't even really care. So, yeah, I guess that's how you talk. And some people just say it's so natural, it doesn't even seem weird. Like there's some girls, like if you ever been to dancing clubs, the way they say daddy is just so professional, just weird. It just don't sound nice. But
you're talking about the women of the night.
Yeah. No, not even necessarily them. Just the dancing women.
Just the dancers.
The dancers.
They say. So when the dancers, let's say you're at the bar, and the dancer comes up to you and she'll say, "Would you like a dance?" She'll throw in that daddy in there. Daddy, would you like a dance? Or,
like
would you like a dance, daddy?
Thank you, daddy. Of course, daddy. It's so it's so professional.
You know, it's funny you say that. I actually had a meeting at a strip club with that same mentor of mine.
Oh, duh.
And one of the girls came by and hit us with that daddy. And I think he nipped that in the bud. You don't call me that. And she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And she just switched it real quick. But I think we were on some more like, you don't get to call me daddy. Yeah. Unless we're, you know what I mean? Like a girl couldn't walk over to me and say, "Do you want to dance, daddy?" Or "Do you want to, I would have a problem with that.
I find it more intimate if they called me hun.
Honey?
Yeah, hun.
Hun? Like from Mel's Diner? Hun? Kiss my grits, huh?
Because they're so much sweeter, especially because the kind of the ones who talk like they're just more.
What can I get you there, hun? And then I have that gum in your mouth.
That's so sweet. That's so cute to me.
What can I get you, hun?
I don't know if our head bobbing is not part of it. They're not head bobbers. The hun talkers.
Oh.
They're just gum chewers, not head bobbers. Because head bob is it denotes anger, in some way or something.
That contentiousness.
Yeah.
All right, I can see that. All right, let's go to the next one. 12 o'clock boys over here.
Freaking vagabonds.
Hey, they're free. They're young and they're free. Some are old and fat, but still.
Dramatic and annoying, but this is my first job, like my first 9-to-5 job after college, and I'm in person and I'm commuting in the city and it takes me fucking forever to get there. There's no way I'm gonna be able to afford living in the city right now, so that's off the table. Like fucking duh, if I was able to walk to work it'd be fine, but I'm not. So it literally takes me, like I leave here, like I get on the train at 7:30 and I don't get home till like 6:15 earliest, and then like I don't have time to do anything. I want to shower, eat my dinner, and go to sleep. I don't have time or energy to cook my dinner either. Like I don't have energy to work out. Like that's out the window. Like I'm so upset. Oh my god. Nothing to do with my job at all, but just like the 9-to-5 schedule in general is crazy. Being in the office 9 to 5, like if it was remote, you get off at 5 and you're home and everything's fine. But like I'm not home. It takes me long to get home, and like people that drive to the office, like you don't get off at 5. And I know it could be worse. I know I could be working longer, but like I literally get off, it's pitch black. Like I don't have energy. How do you have friends? Like how do you have time to like meet like a guy? I don't know. Like how do you have time for like dating? Like I don't have time for anything, and I'm like so stressed out, and I'm also getting my period, so that's why I'm all emotional. But like, am I so dramatic? It's fine.
Should I start with this?
Please.
I mean, first of all, she's on anti-anxiety meds, I think. She can't. And I don't think she ever did like some kind of internship or anything like that. that you just get thrown in non-5 drawer and not understand the amount of, because she sounds really young. She sounds like either she just graduated community college or college, you know,
Right.
or something like that. But and she breaking into the workforce, so you know, and also she talks exactly like maybe 3 different women I've known through my life, just exactly the same, exactly that freaking anxiety, slippery slope shit. Just
when she throws in her period.
no, not that. I don't.
Did you hear her say that? Well, maybe
No,
I'm
no,
on
no,
my period.
no. I heard her say that, but I don't. My female friends, I'm not that level of close with my female friends that they feel comfortable saying that to me. Or I would say, first of all, I would say, excuse me, miss, don't talk like that in there.
So if you had a female friend that's just started venting, and she said, maybe because I'm on my period, I'm so emotional.
I just want to stop talking to her. I like, wait, not because she said she was on a period. I would reprimand her for just saying like, why are you telling me this? I'm not your girlfriend. No,
Not one of your homegirls.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. That makes sense. I think, you know, it's time for I have a lot of feelings on this, because we're dealing with a young lady who is getting a dose of reality that most people get when they're like teenagers.
Yeah.
Like 18, 19. Is she like what, 22, 24? So she's about 3-4 years late.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
This reality, on this realization of 11 and a half hours went to working and commuting. And when you're working and you're commuting,
Wait.
no, we're not leaving. There's a hydrant here, lady. People should know their neighborhoods a lot better.
I think that there's one building. Yes, she does one building.
That's cool. God bless her. I mean, I got a whole bunch of lights here and a camera. Like, lady, it is a hydrant right here. So,
maybe they park by hydrants here.
Let's not overthink it. She honked like 5 times. Like, yeah, I know. Ulric is always like, let's get away from my hood. And we're like 2 blocks away from his house. Anyway, so what I was going to say, I'm saying that this is a young lady who, what has she done? She's 3 years late. You know how when you're 14 years old, you realize that the world doesn't revolve around you?
Yeah.
You go to this party, or you don't go to the party, and then you find out the next day, everybody's like, yo, you should have been there. This happened, this happened, this happened, and this happened. And you're like, wait, all that happened without me? The world got to move and turn without me? So this is a young lady who's having that sort of aha moment. And what's happening is that she's late. She's 3 years late to the party. And also, let me also say this, is that she was kind of attractive. She wasn't a bad-looking young lady. Yeah. And what's happening is that most 22 and 24-year-old women did not have to work as hard as they do now. 22 and 24-year-old women always had a boyfriend with some money and a car, and they could kind of like wing it until like they're 26, and they put enough pressure on him to, we got to get married, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then
why would they like pull around?
No, come on, Ulric, I don't want to go through that because of some lady. Nah, she didn't recognize us, she don't know you. She ain't, in this context, they don't know who anyone is. All she cared about was, are we moving? She wants to park. Because you know why? Look at the time. She's just getting home from work.
Yeah, exactly.
At 8 something. And there's a hydrant here, lady. I'm not taking up no parking.
They have no rules in Washington, so who knows?
No, ain't nobody parking in the park. Nobody's parking in a hydrant spot. You're gonna get towed. That's a fact. And then now the toll places in Brooklyn.
They park over here though?
No, I know they double park crazy over here, but they need space for that hydrant. The fire department gonna come and they're gonna it's gonna be a problem. But anyway, let's not lose track of what we're doing over here. Come on. Let's play the next one. Let's move on to the next one. We have a young lady here that is getting an aha moment 3 years too late. That's my opinion on this semi-attractive woman who should be concentrating on a husband, not a career.
And operate a secret Chinese government police station.
No,
right here
that's
in the
if
city of
Daniel
Los
B was
Angeles.
coming. That's something we're not gonna talk about. Is the Chinese police station here in New York City? That's old news. We knew, the YouTube streets knew about that for 2 years, 3 years. So I got nothing for that.
Right, get Chinese government. Get this guy who we seen, right? Killington.
Sure.
Women. For better,
For better,
for worse,
for worse,
for richer,
for richer,
for poor.
for poorer.
We hit that snag about 20 times in counseling. Real made it very clear to Jonathan, you cannot be broke. In sickness
In sickness
and in health.
and in health.
To love,
Cherish,
cherish, and to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in
We
counseling.
did talk about that in counseling. Yes, we did. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
All right.
I'll forever submit to you, Miles. I'll forever respect you, Miles. I'll forever honor you, Miles, as the head of our home. In heaven, they hear. On earth, I declare and decree, I shall be a submissive wife unto you.
I don't know about you, but I know which one I'm willing to give my life for.
Hey, that goes. I mean, come on.
Low hanging fruit, right?
I mean, come on.
Low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. This is like, this topic is just so low hanging fruit. It's just like, what say you, Ulric?
I mean, yeah, you're picking one or the other. I mean, of course. Come on, what are you talking about?
Did you see the weight class the first one was in, though? Who don't
Yeah.
want her man to ever be broke and doesn't want to promise to obey her husband?
I can't believe he was with all that nonsense.
And he's laughing. Such a
You
simp.
think that's funny?
He thinks that's fair. He's probably subscribed to Samantha Lee.
She better be something special.
Did you and your fiance have discussions about vows?
No, I don't remember that.
See, I think people need to have these discussions.
Not really, no.
And what do you think about that concept about obeying?
I mean, I think that would be a really sweet thing to say. Submit to
Hold on,
nice
let's
women.
let that private jet go by. Driving so low here in Manhattan.
Yeah, I think submit's better.
Submit instead of obey.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think it's something that's extremely important. And I think people are not doing enough. Like this woman on her wedding day wants to get sassy with the preacher, saying that they never discussed obeying during the counseling before marriage.
Yeah.
So that means they're regulars in this church. They're tithing. They're putting their 10% down on the tithing of this church. And what do they do? What does she do? She gets sassy with the guy who's marrying her. How sassy is this woman going to be with the man himself?
I mean, she probably already liked that. I mean, she probably not just meeting her.
So you're saying this is a sassy woman,
Yeah,
and
he's probably
he knew from the beginning. So what she's doing on the wedding day should not be.
I mean, maybe they did, but I mean, maybe like they did butt heads about that obey stuff. But if it's actually like that, and you're just laughing because of her, just a funny moment, they're just gonna end up continuously butting heads.
Right.
With that, so it's very possible he's not necessarily a simp and he just accepts all that, but he just thinks he's gonna be able to he's gonna be able to look past that and deal with that. But I don't know if that's gonna work out.
Couldn't be me.
Mm-mm.
Couldn't be me. All right, I think this might be one more, no?
No, that's it, man.
That's it? What time is it?
8:30.
Yeah, I got to bounce. I got to go get my kids. You are appreciated.
Much appreciated.
I can't wait for this woman's channel to burn down.
Oh no, Samantha Lee. You know, I hope you find some kind of something. And hopefully she's attentive to her kid.
Right. I wonder.
That's a big thing you can do as a mother. Otherwise, she's gonna grow up all messed up.
So now everyone in the YouTube streets knows that you take off your shoes when you get in the car.
No, I could be doing many things.
Well, I will say your dogs ain't barking, so that's good. Thank you.
I shower and don't wear my shoes for too long of a time at one instance.
Thanks, man, for doing the pod. We have another one in the books. I am Big Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg.
I'm Ulric.
And we are here. Premium Black News, y'all. Another Wednesdays in the books. You are appreciated. And we all know I love you. That's a fact.